Hey guys, been a while since I put out a video. I like to focus on the animals and animal rights and whatnot. But the way our country is going, I need to focus not only on them, but very much on human rights. And the way that our government, especially the president, is not abiding by laws, court decisions, judges, yeah, I know they're the same. And just kind of doing whatever the hell he wants, He's taking advantage of us. He's robbing the American people of lots and lots of money. He's made the economy, very shaky, ups and downs, mostly down. We're pretty close to going into a recession because of this jackass. I want us to stand up and fight this fucker. We need to stand up, tell him that the American people will not put up with this crap. He is abusing us. He's abusing the system. He's abusing the courts. He's deported not only people who are possibly illegal, but he's deported Americans and people who have a legal residency because they say things that he does not approve of. Things that are against him. Well, you know what? I'm against you. And fuck off if you don't like it. I am tired of politicians taking advantage of us. And you're the fucking worst. You're a damn criminal. I'm tired of it. We need to stand up. We need to fight for each other. We need to fight for the American way of life, which is not crime after crime and then saying, oh, I can do whatever I want. It's not a crime if I'm doing it for the country. Well, you're not doing it for the country, asshole. You're doing it for yourself. You're being a dickhead and 100% anti-American. We are not about a fascist nation. My grandfather fought in World War II against you fuckers. The Nazis. From what I understand, he was a boatswain's mate, which, usually you just take care of chipped paint and maintenance and stuff on a boat, on a ship. But he was hanging over the front of an aircraft carrier and disarming sea mines. He did his part, And you, Mr. President, are a draft dodger. Not that I condone war. I'm totally against it. But, if we are to keep this nation whole, if we are to keep it strong, we need to do our part and we need to defend her. Whether that's with diplomacy or any other means. But you, asshole, you're doing nothing but declaring war on our own people. You're threatening people if they don't do what you want, if they don't say what you want, if they don't believe what you want them to believe. You're making China the friggin' enemy. Yes, they're a communist nation. But we owe those suckers a lot of money. We've taken out loan after loan with them. We've done trade with them, quite heavily for quite a few decades now. The majority of the goods we get are from friggin' China and elsewhere. And you doing tariffs and stuff is not going to be bringing jobs back to America. What it's going to do is alienate us, like it already has. Hell, we're on the human rights, we're on that list where they keep track of people who abuse and violate human rights. America, United States, on a list where they're looking at people who violate human rights. And the fucking president is a number one violator. I'm tired of it. I ask everybody, stand up and fight. Protest, whatever it is we got to do to get the attention and get him out. We need him out of office. We need We need to put somebody else in there who can actually do good for our country and good for people worldwide. This guy is destroying our relationships with the world as a whole. He's doing terrible things for our economy, just destroying us. It's time we stand up and fight them. Get rid of the oligarchs. Throw them out. Every last one of them. My anger goes way beyond anything I can possibly tell you. We need to get rid of them. We need to embrace each other. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Oriental, Native, whatever. Put those differences aside and stand up for our nation. We are here. We're supposed to be the freest nation in the world, but we're not. We're supposed to be, united, but we're not. We're divided along political lines, racial lines, class lines. Erase all that shit. Let's become one and let's fight these oligarchs. I love all y'all. Later.